All right, cool.
All right, great.
So, yeah, good evening, guys.
Good evening.
I've actually waited in the waiting room.
Those that wait upon the Lord, bro.
They shall renew their strength.
Exactly, bro. What's up? What's going on?
We're good.
All right, that's cool. All right, guys. So I'll be taking you guys through gold. Yeah, I'll be doing some top-down analysis, and I'll explain some of the trades I took, and we'll see where we are targeting or we are looking at for the coming week. Yeah. All right. So on gold, you can see from the weekly time frame, right? You can see that if we are looking at this from this perspective, as in price what's moving in this way, then we can say price is what is moving in uptrend, right? If you are looking at the bigger picture from the downside, right? Over here, you can see we have this mitigation over here, right? So we can say we had money transferred from this region over here to this level over here, right? So this is where all the moves started from, right? So, okay, we have what's this breakout structure. We have multiple what's breakout structure. So if you know about the storyline concepts, you know where gold is heading to, right? Currently, okay. So let's just ignore this level and focus on the current price action. All right. So over here, gold came to mitigate SnR level from the weekly level. If you check the left hand side, we have mitigation of this level over here, right? So we can say, right, currently gold is what we had this major what weekly breakout structures over here, which is bullish, right? But if we are looking at the liquidity concept, right, you can say we had gold closing what's taking out liquidity from this previous what relative equal highs, and we have what gold giving us this downtrend what movement over here. Okay, so on the weekly time frame, we have some confluence that would help us to get this sharp buy entry over here, right? So if you study me a lot, I use trend line confluence a lot, which is very powerful, right? It's very powerful. Okay, but because there's a free session, I'll give you guys some source, but I won't go in depth, right? I don't really know how to teach without releasing or giving out some of my stuff. That's why I avoid this kind of free sessions. Yeah. Okay, so over here we can see that currently gold came to mitigate this weekly point of interest. So you can just mark this weekly rejection block over here. Then we can do some refinement from what the daily time frame. Okay. All right. So this is how we do the multi-time frame analysis, right? From weekly, we step down to what the daily. Then if we have any refinements we do from the daily, then if you scale down to the 4-hour too, if you have any point of interest or any zone for you to refine to, you can do that one too as well. So on the daily time frame, we can see that we have this daily SnR level over here that we can refine price into, or we can refine our zone into here, which you can see price is currently reacting from the zone, right? Okay, so with a storyline, right, I'm going to show you guys a brief explanation about it, right? So what price does is price move from resistance to support, and from support to resistance, right? So if price mitigates a weekly a weekly support, then we are anticipating price to do to move all the way towards another weekly resistance, right? Okay, within this weekly range, right? Weekly range, we have some roadblocks or obstacles, right? So roadblocks are simply the obstacles that price encounter along the way, right? So our obstacles always come from a time frame lower of the zone that price actually mitigated. You understand? All right. So we have daily being the obstacle of the weekly time frame. Okay. So if we have weekly rejecting weekly time frame, then on the daily time frame we want to see a breakout. I getting it? So for example, this our weekly SnR level, or our weekly support, right? So we want weekly to reject weekly, which you can see over here, but you can't depend only on weekly for a storyline. After price rejects weekly time frame, we want to see on the daily time frame a breakout, right? So on this daily time frame, what do you see? You can see we have this breakout structure over here. Okay, we have this breakout structure over here. So after every breakout, we have price pulling back, then we look for our entry over there. So we have something that we call the BPE, which is breakout, pullback, and entry, right? So we have our breakout over here, then we have our pullback. We can have this our entry over here. Okay, so how do I mark my zones? I mark my zones using higher time frame point of interest, right? So on this higher time frame, on this daily time frame, we can have this rejection block over here on the daily time frame. Then on the power, you can do your refinements and other entry techniques. I get in it. So I actually got this buys from this level over here. I got this one too. I'm still holding some positions over here, right? So this basically one way of getting your direction. You know, if you are good in your directional games, then your win rates will also be high. I get in it. So always you can get your direction from the weekly time frame, the daily time frame, and the 4-hour. This is the 3 time frame that I look at for my directional bias, right? Okay. So let's just quickly focus on this level over here, and I'll explain the entry or the trade I took on Friday, and we'll see where price is trying to head towards. Okay. So as I said earlier, we have this weekly support over here, right? And with the storyline, we said it ends at the next weekly level. So you can see we have weekly resistance and weekly support over here. So you can see price coming all the way from this weekly. You can hold this swing trade. You can see price coming to this next weekly resistance level that we have over here. That's why we are having this. So if on the daily time frame, which is this current time frame, we have a break of structure, we have a way of confirming an early break of structure. Just using these two candles, we have a way of identifying a break of structure without you waiting for the QM, right? Stop points and this kind of stuff, right? Okay. So if we have a bearish break of structure on this daily time frame, which means that we can have a new bearish storyline. Are you getting the concept? Yeah, so that's how you can be good in your directional bias. Okay, so on Friday I have this my level mark over here, then we have this daily rejecting this daily over here. Then on the 4-hour time frame, I always like to do one time frame lower analysis, let's say step by step, right? That's multi-time frame analysis. Okay, so on the 4-hour time frame, right, we have already refined our weekly towards our daily level, so there is no need for us to be refining it back to any 4-hour level or any other thing, right? All we need is what the daily level. Then you can see price giving us the hints over here. We have this multiple rejection over here, right? So I took some buys based off, okay, on the 1-hour time frame. We have some trend line confluence, right? That gave us this buy over here, right? So let me quickly give you one. Okay, so we have this trend line confluence from here, right? Which we are anticipating price to mitigate, come back and tap this trend line for us to drop, right? I'm not going to go much into the trend line, but we had a trend line confluence from this level over here, which price mitigated, right? Okay, so we have this break of structure here. Okay, we have this break of structure here, but I don't use wick as break of structures, right? I need a full body closure, right? I need a full body closure below this support. Then I can consider price breaking it, and I can start looking for maybe a continuation of the sell, right? But because price didn't break with this with a body over here, I was still waiting for price to take out this high again, right? Then we had this breakout from here. So you can see we have this first breakout and this second breakout, right? So this where I started to look for my entries from, right? Started to look for my entries from this level over here. So we have this first entry. So if you miss this, you can still get another entry over here after this breakout, right? We have this kind of stop hands. You can see this queue. All right. And we have this breakout, mitigation and drop, right? I used to trade advanced smart money concepts, but currently I have
You have left us.
diverting.
Tell us you have
Exactly.
left us.
You have potted.
Not really. I'm just trying to, add to my knowledge. Yeah. Is it currently SMC is well known to everyone, you get it. So yeah, if a strategy is known to a lot of people, what happens? It becomes liquidity, right? But I use, when I was trading our algo concept, I use the Asia session. Yeah, so I only trade when I have some stars that I look for within the Asia range, right? And I have a time frame that I quickly go to. Let's say during London session, I have time frame and I have what I'm looking at, right? So since I've stopped using that, I can give you guys some source from that, right? Okay, so let's use that algo concept to catch an entry over here, right? So over here, you can see within Asia, we have we have a strong high, right? I trade ranges too. We have these top hands and bearish break of structure over here. So after we identify what's our strong high, we are going to mark there as we are not anticipating price to take out our strong high. I get in it. We have some formations that when Asia prints, it tells you the storyline. I get in it. When Asia prints that kind of formation, it tells you where the direction is going, right? For London session or New York session. I get it. So over here we have this top and breakout structure. What do we do next? We look for our internal range liquidity, right? So over here you can see this is our internal range liquidity. So if I'm saying internal range liquidity, basically the pullbacks that happened before what our major breakout structure, right? So over here we have this once mark, right? So what I do next is to, after marking or indicating my internal range liquidity, I use the replay tool to cut off Frankfurt session, right? Then I head into the 4-hour time frame, right? So from the 4-hour time frame, we have this point of interest over here, right? You have to make sure it's above the internal range liquidity. So you can say above the internal range liquidity, we have this point of interest over here, right? So we have it over here. Then at H1, we have this point of interest also. So we have these 2 points of interest, which if I want, I'll just refine it to the 15 minutes time frame point of interest. Yeah, good. If not, you can just take your entry over here, right? So a high risk reward, and you're just going to target this highs over here. So without you thinking much, you can get this easy sales over here, right? But on gold, I also like to get a maximum of 15 pip stop loss, right? So you can just refine that 1 hour point of interest to this 15 minutes or this 30 minutes order block that we have over here. Okay. So you can just take this entry over here and put your stop loss above the H4 point of interest. So that if price decides to do it, to push further to mitigate the 4-hour point of interest, you still be inside the trade. I get it. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'm just reading some comments over there. All right, so that's basically the entry that I got on gold on Friday, but not with this concept in a way. But it doesn't matter. It's just the entry that we need, right? Okay. So next coming week, right? What I'm anticipating is on 4-hour, we can see price came a little bit to mitigate this level over here, right? It's closer, our price can still come to mitigate it. But if we check from the 4-hour trend, we'll see that we are still bullish. If we check the 4-hour trend, we are still bullish, right? But daily is giving us this sell reaction over here, which we still need we still need the breakout structure, right? Already this daily candle is telling us that price wants to do it to give us some sell, right? Because it has closed below this daily bullish decisional level. You can see this daily decisional level. You can see this daily bearish candle. It's closed below it, so it's already giving us that price wants to push down, right? So I don't really like to forecast or predict what price will do, right? I just react to the current price action, right? So basically this is the reason why price is selling, or this is the reason why price sold, which we can watch. We have weekly to weekly. We need a daily breakout, then we can start looking for a new bearish storyline. I get it. All right, so if you have any question, you can quickly ask. Yeah, you're welcome, bro.
Thank you, man.
All right, bro. So if you have any
All right, I
question.
have one question, Jefferson. I will unmute you now. All right, so you can ask. Yeah, Jefferson, you can unmute your mic.
Okay, say
Okay, yeah, well, let me unmute you as well. Continue, Jefferson.
okay. I want to I broke CWESI. I just want to ask that where you drew the daily support resistance line from. I
Okay.
was confused. Yeah, I was confused because like it's like it has already been tested already. So I want to ask
Yeah.
that. So if that left shoulder you mark from,
All right.
so
All
maybe
right. So all right. So let me give you guys this source. All right. So when we have a daily and a weekly point of interest, or let's say SNR levels, right? Price can actually you can use it 3 to 4 times.
okay,
I get
okay,
it. Yeah, you can
okay.
use it 3 to 4 times.
And thank you. And the last one is the okay. Please, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. And the last one is where you mark there. So I was thinking that on the daily, so it's on the weekly. Sorry, on this weekly.
Yeah.
I was thinking on the weekly. So please go to the weekly.
Okay. Yeah.
So from that long sell to the down before the week touch the level you mark. So
Okay.
can I say that okay, I saw sell and buy, and the next buy came to test that
Let
support
me
level.
let me quickly show you something.
Okay.
All right. So over here we have something that we call decisional levels. They are very powerful. Right.
Okay. Yeah.
So over here you can see this. If you I don't know if you know about the OHLC level, the open close
Close.
of
Yeah.
exactly.
Open close.
So if you're matching to SNR, you understand this OHLC, and they are very powerful with you knowing only that HLC. You know how the weekly is going to end, right? So let's say over here so over here we have this. Let me just skip that before I start revealing some stuff. So over here we have this bullish candle over here, right? You can see that the bullish candle is open low and close high. I get on it.
Yeah.
Okay. You can see the following week over here, which is this one. Let's just ignore this week over here, right? The week, but we are focusing on this, the close, right? You can see this bearish candle, it's closed below this bullish
Candle.
It's closed below, I get it, which is telling this alone on the weekly time frame is giving you the story of what the next or the following week is going to do. I get it.
Yeah.
So you can see that
you.
it's closed below. Yeah, so you can see price what even as they sell.
So
focusing on only these two, you
Okay.
know what this candle did.
Okay. Thank you.
All right.
All right, any other question?
question?
Let me check. None. I can't see any. Please, you can indicate if you have any other question. All right, Z, you can ask your question. I can't see you, so I can unmute you. Can you try raising your hands or something? Or you can type in there if you don't want to talk, because I can't see. Okay, I've seen you. All right, so ask to unmute. All right, I believe you can unmute your mic now and ask Z.
Hello. Thank you for this great section. My question is, I understand the directional, especially on the SNR, the directional daily reject, weekly, then maybe daily breakout. But my difficult part is always the entry part. Can you elaborate more on the entry part?
With entry, right? I have different stuffs or different techniques that I look for before taking a position, right? But with my SNL concept, right? we sometimes get our entry from the daily time frame. We can get from the 4-hour time frame. I know some of my colleagues that the lowest they go is what the 1-hour time frame, the lowest that they go. Are you getting it? But with me, because I've been an SMC trader before, right? I can go what a little bit into 5 minutes, right? Okay, so with the entry, let's say we have this daily rejecting this daily level over here, right? Okay, we have daily. Let's ignore this ones and focus on this daily candle over here, right? Let me use it to explain something quickly, right? So I told you guys we can use it 3 to 4 times, right? So you can see after price, what's let me quickly clear this. Okay, so we are focusing on this. Let's focus on this first. The bearish candle. So you can see this our opening or our closing price that we have over here. Okay, how many times our price tested this? We have 1, we have 2, we have 3. All that's needed is what price should close what below this resistance level. Are you getting it? So you can see price has tested this level multiple times. People will say this, they'll be like, this zone is liquidity, price is going to, break the zone, blah, 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 because they are what? They are on the lower time frame. But because you are working or you are always what? Checking from the higher time frame, you know if there's what is going to hold or is not going to hold. Do you understand? So based off what this based off if we want to focus on entry, right, you can have, let's say you missed this sell over here, right? Okay, so you came on the chart, you saw the price close below this resistance level over here, and price also closed below this decisional bullish decisional level over here, right? So you are what? You are interested in sales, right? You are working from what? The daily time frame. So what's the nearest time frame lower that you can go? It's what? The H4. So on the 4-hour time frame, what do? You start looking for your reversal formations. Do you understand? You start looking for your reversal formations if you don't want to take any aggressive entry. So reversal entries can be maybe you marking your 50 minutes trading range where you have your stop hands, you have some trading range and price taking out the internal range liquidity. After price taking out the internal range liquidity, all you need to do is to focus on the higher time frame or point of interest. Are you getting it? The same example that we did over here. After price take out your internal range, you need to focus on what's your your higher time frame point of interest zones. So you have to mark that higher time frame point of interest. And if you are good in refinements, you can just do the MTF and do your refinements and you're good to go.
All right, that's perfect. That's perfect. One last question, and then we can call it a day. One last question. All
right, so let me see. Okay, I think Hamza still asked a question. All right, Hamza, you can unmute and ask.
Okay, evening, boss.
Yeah, evening.
My question is that from that post reversal, we get that bullish startup movement. I refine to my 4-hour time frame. Please, can you refine to 4-hour time frame?
Which are you talking about? This one over here?
Yeah, this gold.
Okay, on the 4-hour time frame.
Yeah. After I saw this reversal,
all right,
I'm looking for my.
So over here we have this to be our our zone, right? But for me,
Yeah.
I actually have my entry from somewhere this left
Yeah.
side over here.
Yeah,
Okay,
my
but let me
question is
quickly-
not about the entry.
okay.
It's about the change of the trend because I'm looking for my chalk on the das previous week on 4-hour time frame. If you can refine it to 4-hour time frame.
Okay. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Over here.
Yeah. From the supply zone before the reversal.
Okay. This level over here or this one.
Yeah, the previous ones.
Okay.
Previous, backward.
Yeah, I'm sure that, yeah.
Yeah, that place. Yeah. If you look at well, there is a week before week. Yeah, it
Okay.
does it. Yeah. That's post week. But yeah, I'm looking for market to took out this place to observe my change of 4-hour entirely to the bullish movement.
Understanding. All right. So let me quickly give you one source, right? With one candle, you can determine your breakouts with one candle. Okay. That's if you know your decisional levels very well. With one candle, you wouldn't be waiting for days for you to confirm. Okay, so let me quickly share this. I think that we have only a few people here, so let me give this out as a gift. Okay, so on this daily time frame, okay, we have what you can see. We have some decisional levels, which is this. We have this also over here. So all you need to do is to just focus on these decisional levels. You can see we have what this bullish price, right? Breaking. First, we have this breakout structure over here. This is the first sign of what? Of bullish intentions coming into the market, right? But this is what the significant one over here. Okay, which you can see that what price over here close bullish above this decisional level. So with this, price has already what giving you the scenario or what's the intentions that it want to do. So you can see we have this QM, stop hands, bullish breakout structure. And you're done. You can have your bullish intentions from this level over here. Okay. Daily, remember daily time frame is stronger than what than the 4-hour time frame. So there's no need for you to be looking for a breakout somewhere here again. You'll be too late. Are you getting it? Yeah. So over here we have what you have to know how many 4-hour candles makes a day, those kind of stuff. Like, yeah, that's the breakdown for you. Okay. Yeah. So you know that question.
Yeah, because someone is asking if you have a Telegram group.
Or they can just follow me on IG. Yeah.
All right.
So you can just.
All right, guys. So I think that will be all for today. We spent almost close to 2 hours, if I'm not wrong. So first of all, I just want to thank my big brother, Dr. Banks. Okay. And then my small big brother. Kwesi, thank you so much, guys. God bless you guys so much for showing up. It was impromptu anyway, but you guys just put everything aside and decide to show up and share with us whatever you have. We really appreciate it. Thank you so much. God bless you. And all those who turned up to, thank you for showing up. Even though we came to give you something small, right? You still appreciated whatever we gave to you. We really much appreciate your presence. Next time, if there is anything like that, we are going to communicate to you and then we're going to share some free stuff just to help you to also get better at what you do. So if there is nothing else to say from any of my two good friends, then we are going to call it a night. So take care and have a peaceful week.
All right. Thank you very much.
All right, brothers.
Thank you very much, guys. Thank you, guys.
Right.
All right, guys. Good night, man. Good night.
Good night.